what is up? Standing here back with another video. Today I'm going to go over my Legend League strategy I've been using the last almost 2 months now. That's what got me ranked at 660 last season, and I kind of wanted to run through it post nerf and how I've been running it and how I've been doing with it. So as you can see, I'm still getting 320s, back-to-back 320. You definitely do feel the nerf a little bit. Well, it's not even really the nerf, you just feel the buff to the defense. Just kind of, dragons always feel that a little more just because they don't really have that oomph anymore. Like, they're a little squishy, I guess, now, but they still do well. You just got to be a little extra careful, especially with your spirit walk and then how you place them. So I'm going to go over a couple random replays, and I'll just kind of click some random replays and show you how I break it down and I'm guessing how I attacked it and how I ran it, and give you a play-by-play. So I'll see if there's anyone. We'll click a dizzy guy. So this was yesterday attack. So this is a really common base. I hit it multiple times a day, pretty much. So I always enter. So when a base is in the tunnels in the middle, I always want to enter on the clan castle side, because I really want to get that clan castle pull and get it out of the way before my Yeti bomb hits it and before the dragons get to the middle of the base. So it'll kind of mess up your RC value, but just pulling it, and you'll still get decent value, and then you'll pull it and it'll save you down during your middle of your attack. So that's how I enter here. I pick the side at the clan castle. It also has a monolith right there, so that's really good value. This base is double poison towers. This is probably the most common base right now. So it's double poison. It's kind of wonky how you enter, but so you get spitter, got the mono, a multi-archer tower, and the clan castle pull. The king always kind of messes you up, and then the clan castle will kind of pull the real champ, but you can usually still clear out a decent little corner, and like I said, you get that clan castle pull. So there he goes, RC goes to ability, so you really just want your RC to die once ability pops. I always drop one drag pretty much to clear out the free buildings, even though there's not good value. You can see over here, I hit the 2 air defense. I pretty much always line up that arrow, just line up on that army camp, and it's almost hard to miss it, honestly. So you get 2 air defense, and that's just great value. And even if you do only hit 1, the goal is always just to snipe 1 air defense with your archer queen, and then in the process you kind of set the funnel. Now on this base, the way it's so islanded off in the center, you don't really need to set the funnel, since you're gonna Yeti bomb the center and then you're gonna follow that ring no matter what, basically. So your archer queen kind of doesn't get a whole lot of value besides her arrow, which is fine. This base, I've hit it so many times, I know kind of the different variations and where the traps are. So a lot of times there's a tornado right by that poison tower, so I'm kind of holding off. There it is. So I was even late on it, so I will have to burn a freeze on that single, but my blimp always gets there. Usually I don't need to burn that freeze, but so there we go. There's the Yeti bomb. A few drags went to the right, everything else is still to the left. So I always invest my clone rage, even on these bases where there's not a whole lot of value in the center, because your Yeti bomb always gets value pretty much. You can see it still did. Check out a lot of those defenses on the 10 o'clock side. Still got some on the right side. And now I could revive my royal champ. I guess everything's just going through. The only downside to how I hit this base is, well, it's kind of just how the setup is, but there isn't a whole lot of value for that minion slow, but you can see you don't really need it. That's probably a little too early on the royal champ here, but that's alright. I'll just speed through here on the cleanup, but that's how I hit that base every time, and it always works. Sometimes it doesn't go exactly like that, but I do usually hold a dragon, because a lot of times there's Teslas in each corner. There's a variation of that, and on these kind of bases, your biggest problem is really time failing. So I hold the dragon until I see the Teslas pop up a lot of times, but I always crush those bases. So we'll click another replay here. Just pick a random one. We'll do my last attack, I guess. So here, instantly I look where the town hall is. Town hall is favoring on the right side. So I'm gonna enter directly across from the town hall, the farthest way possible. It's also where the spitters are placing. So if I take out kind of this inferno area, then it'll clear a path for me to enter on the top or the bottom, depending on where my world champ favors. So that's kind of my thought process. I'm not going to pull the clan castle probably. So I see the town hall, I see it's on one side, I'm going to hit from the other side pretty much. I can almost guarantee you that's what I do. I did these quite a while ago, so yep, there we go. Just gotta be careful with the invis placement because of all the random buildings. The heroes are there too, so you do just gotta be kind of careful because they try to do everything they can to mess you up. There's a world champ, or there's the minion prince pulling my world champ. So you really gotta lock in during the spirit fox part, especially now after the little invis nerf. So I had to burn an extra invis there. You'll just see like doesn't always go perfect, but you really don't need crazy value on your royal champ. She's just kind of clearing that side out. She goes pretty far, doesn't go to the core at all, but she clears out a lot of those outer defense and sets a good funnel. And I don't need to save. Well, I maybe should have saved one invis, but it's kind of hard to tell sometimes because if your fox is alive, that one extra invis gives you 10 whole extra seconds of taking down defense since you got the fox invis alternating. So there we go. I dropped my queen. I always drop my queen, like I said earlier, to cut the funnel, and then I want to snipe an air defense in the process. So one of these, it's hard to see. This must have been the air defense right here. So I set my arrow to target, to at least try to. Usually it's not make or break, but it makes it a lot easier. So that's what I did there. And I sniped that air defense next to the wizard tower. And then I drop everything closest to where my world champ went. So that's a harder funnel. And I delayed my blimp a little bit, put it down, used the ability. Got that poison tower to trigger early, so that's nice. And then on this base, there's no rage or poison in the center, so it should be good value for my Yeti bomb no matter what. I could have popped my minion prince here, but it's kind of hard to say sometimes. Still got my queen alive, still got plenty of dragons, got minion prince. So there's a tornado. But you can see I still got a lot left, a lot of abilities. Still got my revive spell. So I absolutely crushed this base. So you can see it definitely still works very well. You just got to be a little more pinpoint with your spirit walk, and there's a lot less room for error. But I still went back-to-back 320, and I'm decently high on this account, so it's not easy bases by any means. So we'll do one more replay. See if I can find a different style base. Let's see, it's my second to last attack. That's the same base I always hit. Okay, so here's a good one. Here's a double invis base. Double invis bases can be kind of awkward. So I have a few different approaches I run. So this one I can see, well, the invis, first off, the invis cluster here it's exposed, so I could drop my world champ and take that all out. Obviously the invis would trigger, so I can't do that right away. I could probably do that and then get her to go back with another invis to redirect her. But on this base, you can see that I could line up my arrow and do my arrow first. So sometimes I will multitask these bases, and I'm pretty sure that's what I do here. So I probably drop my queen up here in the workshop, snipe that arrow down the middle. There she is. So there we go. So now I triggered both invis towers, and so the thing with invis towers is they're kind of awkward, but they're really weak. So there's no rage splash taking down your eddies or your dragons or anything. So if you can trigger both of them, you just basically gotta multitask it. So I just put all my dragons in the one corner, and then drop everything down. And then as soon as the invis tower clears, I drop my royal champ. And you really just need to hit the first one on this, because then it'll just start clearing it out so easily, because it's all so bunched up. But so I think I drop my blimp, and then I drop an invis, and then I look back to my blimp. So there we go, a warden ability in my blimp. And then again, I should get good value in this core since there's no rage tower. And then, yeah, so I messed up even on my spirit walk. I let my spirit fox die right away. But on this base, if you hit it like this, it's impossible to fail pretty much. So I still use my invis. I freeze the town hall since my blimp was just outside of that compartment, but let's see. Okay, so I guess I did mess up a little bit here. It looks like I'm not going to get the town hall. Looks like they just landed right outside and took everything else down, but this is going to be so overkill. I still have all my dragons on the left side. I even held one dragon just in case to see where everything's going to be. So I'm still have invis for my royal champ, and you can see 70% of this base is deleted, and I still have my royal champ alive. And I use my minion prince on the town hall. So if your blimp never doesn't take the town hall, then you have to minion prince it pretty much, and that basically completely stalls it out. So there you go. And I still got I can revive my royal champ still. So this base, I guess it did get a little bit close. It never really felt close. Yeah, I mean, I basically just spammed the heck out of it. My queen's still alive. Still got all 4 heroes, plenty of dragons, and invis spell. So that's how I hit those kind of bases. Otherwise, you kind of just have to figure out. Those are the only bases I really had to think about hitting, because ideally you want to take out an invis cluster with the royal champ and then path it from there, but not always are you able to do that. So sometimes you have to use an invis to path the royal champ back, but like I said, they are really weak. They're just kind of awkward. So the day is just ending right now. I went plus 32 today on this count, plus 38 yesterday. I think I'm just outside. I think I'm 15 trophies outside the top 1K, 1,300. So I'm right there. Hopefully I can get some defense and keep pushing. You definitely do feel the nerf, and you feel the defense upgrades, but it's still definitely doable. So that's how I've been running the attack. It still works. It's a little harder, but if you have any questions or comments, let me know. Make sure you guys subscribe. I'm trying to really rack up that subscriber count. I'll probably be doing some esports here next. We have our Worlds warm-up at 3 a.m. my time tonight, so we'll see. If we have a couple good matches, I'll maybe record that if I want to record at 3 in the morning. But there's a couple replay for you guys. I will probably go over Root Riders on my other account. I'm trying to mix it up pretty much just to practice, because we do have Worlds coming up, and I think we're going to try and see what we can do there. So I need to practice other strategies, as dragons aren't the best in hard mode, especially this new hard mode. It's pretty tough. So yeah, thanks for watching. Make sure you boys subscribe and stay tuned. Peace.